Stadium in Kansas City. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Kansas City Chiefs taking on Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
They'll start with the option. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun is Minshew. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On second down now, it's Johnson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right now.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Le'Veon decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Tackle made there by Kamale Correa.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball. On the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The ball carrier.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play. Huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Off play action, it's Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
22 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Pass complete to D.D. Westbrook. A gain of 7 yards. And it's
so 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
James Robinson.
And there's a good opportunity to just run a ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. DJ Chark the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. He was a 3rd-round pick, not rounds 1 or 2, but this franchise, they think he can be something with time.
There were a few teams that thought he would go in the 1st round, late in the 1st round. He ends up sliding to the 3rd. So a lot of teams think now maybe this group got a steal. They've got a chance to have a really good player here if he can develop.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Man, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking deep for Adams. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
1st and 10.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
3-yard line.
Minshew sets to throw. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
The Jaguar first down.
They run. Robinson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 33. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 4th down, Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And they run the option on 2nd down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
In the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's the fullback. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
You remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now on 2nd and 16, Mahomes going down the middle, and it's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Westbrook.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection if you miss, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Now Minshew. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. But now it'll be third down.
Third down and 10.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Mahomes to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
And here comes the Jags defense as they get back out there. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again? Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Mahomes pass. Intercepted by the Jaguars.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's Minshew. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Jaguar first down.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Robinson, the ball.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Duke Johnson, the ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Makes the score Jaguars 20.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And the Jags are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And that'll increase their lead to